Hey everyone! Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. If you don't know me, my name's Brandy and I'm a doll collector. Welcome to my spooky little corner of the world. So today has not been a very great night, so I'm a little bit bummed out. And I want to make this video a little bit earlier, but it just didn't work out. And, ooh, I'm a rapper now. So if the lighting's a little bit weird, it is a little bit later and on the day. I'm hoping to maybe get a light coming in here, coming towards some of the corners of my doll room. But today I wanted to share with you all my 100-year-old children, if you will. All my babies stay in this stroller that is from the 1920s, I believe. It's so cool. My mom got it for $20. It was amazing. I had told her that I wanted a stroller, like an antique vintage type style stroller, just because I like the feel of it for a doll room, you know? And I was so lucky because like within a month she's like, hey, I got you something, and it was from a garage sale for $20. So these are where my babies stay. Some of them. This is not their permanent location because now it's starting to feel a little bit too full. So I am hoping to expand my composition dolls like around my room a little bit more because I'm really getting into my old ones a lot. And yeah, so I thought I would show some of them off for you guys. So let's start with my first one. So this is Patsy Ann. She is an F&B composition doll. Hopefully you can see her. I'll put in more shots of her. She's in like really great condition. I really love her dress and just the way she looks overall. I think she's really adorable. I do think she was loved a little bit because, I mean, and loved as in like tried to be taken care of a little bit by putting this tape on her body. She has very few cracking, like, or crazing as it's called. The only strange thing is that her eye kind of went in and she's kind of gotten a little bit of dirt in it. But yeah, I love this doll. She was my first composition doll. I got her for Christmas a few years ago. And I just love her. She's so cool. I do believe she's dated sometime in the 1920s. The only little bit of strange thing is clearly she ate really well in a previous lifetime because like around her mouth is stained like she had been eating something. But yeah, that's Patsy Ann. I love her so much. Let's see. Let's go with this baby next. Now, I'm gonna be honest, not all of my dolls, for my composition dolls, have names. This was technically like my mom's doll, and then it just kind of moved its way into the doll room. Imagine that. But she is really adorable. Again, she doesn't have a name. She's such a tiny baby. She's so adorable, though. I love her. If you guys have any name suggestions for any of the babies that don't have names, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. But yeah, she's so fancy with her cute little coat and her pretty dress. That's second baby. Let's show off the third baby, who is another baby that doesn't have a name yet. I really want to find a name for her, but there's not really been a name that I like yet. I feel like at one point I was calling her... I don't even remember what I was calling this doll. She just is Miss No Name. So if you guys can help me name her, that'd be greatly appreciated. She's really adorable though. She's so precious. I found her at a garage sale for like $1. Her eyes are painted to the side and it gives her such a little like sassy look. I love her. She's perfect. But yeah, she needs a name real bad. Let's see. Let's go with this baby as my fourth one. Now this one has a name, but she could probably use like a way better name because I call this one Burn Baby. And why that is because I'm not going to take off her clothes too much. But like at some point, many moons ago, she was clearly sitting out in the sun and like her body melted. And her head, I don't even think is composition, it's like hard plastic. But her eyes still like close when she's sleeping. She's just such a unique baby. Like I should really have this one like propped up on a shelf because she's just strange looking, you know, like most of my dolls are. But yeah, this one I just call Burn Baby because I just think she got melted. That's all there is to it. but I still love this one, and she's quite a good piece to talk about, honestly. Yeah, that's her. Okay, this next doll I'm going to show you isn't really even a doll. It's my Howdy Doody head. I'm including this one because this head is made out of composition, and it has a little bit of crazing. The only difference is he has no body, as you can tell. The funny thing to me is that this was clearly like, you know, Howdy Doody's a marionette, and this has like a ventriloquist dummy mouth. But how, like, do you think it was part of a marionette body? Because clearly someone wouldn't have a control to control the mouth. So he's just really neat. I have a few ideas for a photo shoot with him, just because he has such a decrepit look. But yeah, that's my Howdy Doody head. Okay, now we're gonna get into some of my bigger composition babies. Again, I look at so many of these dolls on eBay and I want like all of them so badly. I'm really looking for like a 22 to 24 inch composition doll, because they're just so precious looking. But let's go with this one next. This is Daisy. She is probably like my second composition. Well, I don't even know why I'm doing that. They are a composition doll. And at this time I didn't know what a composition doll was. All I knew is that this doll was super old. And that's basically it. But she's, again, like, just like Patsy, she's actually in really good condition. Like, she's not missing any of her little fingers, and all 10 toes are accounted for. And she has 2 right feet, I think. But yeah, she's really pretty. Her eyes still work. And I call her Daisy because as soon as I see her dress, I just think of daisies, even though I don't even know if that's the exact flower that's on her dress. I like using old style names for these babies. Granted, if these babies get a name. But yeah, that's Daisy. Not too much to say about her. I did find her in a shed garage sale, and the lady sold her to me for like $1. So I find my dolls for very, very cheap. Like, no one wants them, like, just kind of take them type thing. The most expensive one was Patsy, and one more in this little stroller here. So this is one of my more recent finds, and then my most recent one is still in the stroller there. But this one I call Tommy. I call him Tommy Two-Face because he has a really interesting feature when you turn his little head around. Oh my gosh, look at him! He's so cool. I'm so proud to find this one. This was my second most expensive one. Patsy Ann was $20. This one was also $20. But yeah, I'm so excited for him. I think he must have had a voice box because I can feel like a circle container in here, but he doesn't make any noise besides his eye clicking, and all he can do is wink at you because his other eye doesn't work. But yeah, and then his other face, which is cinched and closed. It's so interesting though, like the type of cracks he gets in his face. They almost look like little roses. At least that's what I see. So this is Tommy Two-Face, and he's mostly on a stuffed body besides his little arms, which are also made out of composition. So that's Tommy Two-Face. I really love this doll. I'm so proud to have this one in my collection. And last, but certainly not least, is Claudia. This is my most recent find, and I was so excited to find her. I found her at a thrift store, and I was carrying her around, and me being the crazy doll lady that I am, I was carrying her like this, like just kind of by my side, like my little buddy here. And it's really a great conversation piece, like most of my dolls are when someone enters this room, but also when you're carrying around something like this through a thrift store like a baby. Claudia is my only kind of like broken doll because she's missing her little hand, and I only paid like $12 for her, but otherwise she does have all of her body parts, sort of, besides her five fingers. But yeah, this is Claudia, and she's another one that I think must have talked, because she's got like, oh, that's her eyes squeaking. She's got like a plastic container in here, so she must have had a crier at one point. I love this doll. I did a photo shoot with her because as soon as I picked her up, I had this great idea for a kind of a creepy picture. I'll pop it up on screen right now. And yeah, she's just so perfect. She's my little friend. Honestly, I like my dolls kind of complete. Like, I don't like them totally falling apart, and I don't just like limbs or heads, well, besides him. I like for them, for the most part, to be intact, and I don't really even care if they have clothing or not, because I just like this creepy attic style, if that makes any sense. My aesthetic is the attic. But yeah, so that's all my babies, and for the 2 that don't have names, please give me some name suggestions in the comments below. Maybe even find a different name for Burn Baby, because you know what, that sounds like a really sad name. But yeah, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, morning, whatever time of day it is in your world, or whenever you end up watching this. And yeah, until next time, stay spooky. So, quick little update. Between this stroller and these dolls, there is a smell circulating this room. And it's all coming from these guys.